Hello viewers, welcome to this tutorial session. During this video session, we'll be showing you how to configure routing and basic IPv4 policy on FortiGate firewall. Now to configure routing, I'll go to network, and under network you can see the routing options: static, policy, RIP, OSPF, BGP, multicast. But for this video, we are going to be considering OSPF. And if you look at our topology, we are building OSPF process between the DMZ interface of the firewall and the DMZ router. So on the DMZ segment, we are building our OSPF routing process. So before I do that, let me come here. Do show IP interface brief, router OSPF 1, network 10.10.20.0, wildcard mask. Wildcard mask should be 3 because it's /30 network, so wildcard should be 3. That's 255 minus 252, and it's going to be like 0. And I have not created a loopback interface, but I'm going to do that. That will be /32 area 0 interface loopback 1 IP address 1111.255.255.255.255. Okay, that will be all. Show IP interface brief, show run section OSPF. So I'll go back to my OSPF router. My router ID, I want to use 3.3.3.3. My area ID is going to be 0. Area 0 is going to be infected. Okay, I already have area here. Okay, I already have it here, but just to show you how to create, you can delete and configure if you want. So 0, 0, 0, 0. So now just click on OK. So that's all. And now for the network. The network I want to advertise is going to be in area 0. Also, and that will be 10.10.20.0/30. That's my DMZ interface. And I would also like to advertise my inside network. I would also like to advertise my outside network. The 16.10.0/24. And now the interface that the process will be running on. That will be the DMZ interface. That's the interface that the OSPF process will be running on. And now click OK, and now apply. Show IP OSPF neighbor. What's happening? Okay, let me routing monitor. No neighborship yet. Router events. Router events, no events here. Okay. Debug. Let me what could the problem be? Okay, debug IP OSPF hello. Debug IP OSPF packet. I'll debug IP OSPF. There's one more down to with adjacency. So IP OSPF never, still nothing. Now let me show log. Should have Okay, received hello. This is my FortiGate route ID. Fine. This is FortiGate interface SPF interface. Mismatch hello parameters from 10:10:21. Say the dead timer is 40, the hello is 10. I will go back here. That could that either be mismatch from there? Click on edit. Yeah, hello is 10, dead is 40. And okay, there's something here 2525252 received. It received subnet of this. It received 40. Complete 40. Okay. But this is okay. Receive subnet of 255.255.252. But that should be the interface. Let me check. I'm coming. Should run interface gig 2. Oh, that's it. The interface is /24, but what is receiving from the adjacent interface, which is supposed to be in the same subnet, is /30. So that was a mistake. This is supposed to be /30 ideally, because that's what I have configured on my FortiGate interface also. Interface gig 2 IP address 10.10.20.255.255.255.252. So everything should be fine now. Show log. Excellent. Okay, that's it. Neighborship has been formed. I'll on debug all. Show IP SPF neighbor. Excellent. Show IP route. I've received route to the inside network. I've received route to the outside router. So that is fine. So here I'll go to log reports. Let me see router events. Let me check the router events I have. Let's have events here. Routing monitor. Okay, now. So this is the network. This is network that the DMZ router is advertising to me. So I have route to the loopback interface 111 through the DMZ router. So do something interface gig 2 short. Dead time. Okay, what I actually want to check is this. No, router event. Supposed to be router event. Monitor. Still have this route. They show IP route. Okay, the router has been pushed on my router. That's fine. Okay, it's been pushed here also. That's fine. I think I'm supposed to have router events. Let me do no shots. Get back to monitor. Okay, that's okay. I'm not seeing any router events, but I can see my route here. Okay, let me go back. I'm supposed to see router event. We've gotten a route. Adjacency has been established fine. There's something router event. I put to see events. Okay, I think let me see. Check. Okay, fine, excellent. This is what I'm looking for. Because I'm now supposed to see router events. Neighborship is up, neighborship is down, whatever. Yes, even the other time while we're having issue, this should have been a pointer also, just like we can see on the router when I run show log, when I debug and I run show log, I could see what is happening. Also from here, we also have the logs here. Received value from 1111, that's the router ID for the DMZ router via port 3 DMZ ports and the IP address of the DMZ port. Network mask mismatch. So it received 24, but it's supposed to be 30. 30 is configured here, but it received 24. Even this would have been a good pointer for us, but then I have it on disk. So it's not showing me anything, so I need to put it on memory. So I need to log what's on the memory. So now I can see. So this would have even pointed us to the issue on time. So, but well, I'm glad we're able to make that work, and we can see it now, the error generated. Even without, on the Cisco router, I had to run debug before I could see the error. But here, although actually, even without running debug, I'm still going to see it on Cisco router, but it's just because I'm not logging to monitor. That's why I have to go to show log to see it. But let's say I'm logging to monitor, I would have seen the error log on the Cisco router also, just like we can see from here. So now we've configured our OSPF routing, everything is fine. So one more thing we want to do to test our OSPF routing, we are going to ping. I want to be able to ping from here to here. My PC, the gate of my PC is here, and the firewall now knows about 1.1.1.1. So I want to ping 1.1.1.1. Let me ping my gateway first. That's fine. Now ping. Okay, the ping is not going. Why is the ping not going? Now, if we click on policy objects, IPv4 policy, by default, we have implicit deny configured by default. And you can see my ICMP is eating this policy. This is 180. If I refresh now, it keeps increasing. If you click on it, you are going to see the hit count. You can see it's now 9, so the hit count is also increasing. And now, in order for me to be able to see this log here, I should be able to see it from here. Forward traffic, I should be able to see it from here. But in order for me to see it, I have to log. By default, the implicit deny policy is not logging. It's not logging, so I'm going to click on log violation. I'm going to enable log violation traffic, and I'll click on OK. That should do it. All things being equal. Log and report forward traffic. I'm still not seeing the log. My ping is still running. So I'll go to log settings. Log denied unicast traffic. Let me just use that as a test. I'll go back to forward traffic. Still not logging. Oh, memory. Excellent. So that's it. You can see the traffic coming from 10.10.10.200. That's my PC, my LAN PC. This is the device. You can see this is my PC name. So FortiGate also gets that information. And this destination, and you can see deny policy violation. I'll do something. Let me go back to my log settings. I'm not logging deny unicast traffic. Just want to prove something to us. I'll go to forward traffic and I'd love to clear this. Okay, this not gonna help. Okay, this is the recent log 1331 15 seconds on second 15. That's the recent log. Let me refresh. 55. Okay. So now I think the last log is on 10:32:20. 10:32:20. So I'm going to start the ping again. You can see it's increasing again. So it's logging even without this. So I just want to show you that you don't need this to log your denied traffic. So it's logging it by default. So now I'll go to policy. So here I'm going to show you how to configure simple IPv4 policy. Click on create new. Set to DMZ. It's going to be coming from inside interface, and it's going to be it's going to be egressing through the DMZ interface, and the source I'm going to create address, just like we have it as object in here. See, inside network, I'm going to use subnet 10.10.10.0/24. Can change the color. Let me look for something fancy. That's fine. Showing address list, and that'll be all. Interface any. If I select interface inside, I can only use it anywhere I want to. I can't use that address or the object anywhere else different from the inside interface. So you should note that. So my source is going to be this inside network, and the destination I'm going to create another IP address. I will say web server. Web server, so it's going to be 1.1.1.1/32, and that is needed on the DMZ interface. I'll bind it to that interface, and that'll be okay. And the service For now, it's going to be ICMP just for our test, and I'm accepting. I'm not doing that, and I will click OK. I'm not applying any security profile for now. Yeah, I'm going to log all session, and the policy is enabled. That's it. You can see now the moment I create a policy, my ping is now responding because I've created a policy that allows the ping. So let me refresh. You can see traffic is now hitting the policy. I'll go to 40 view or sessions. You can see the session here on 40 view, 10.10.10.200 from the inside. This is the source object. This is source IP address. This is source object. This is the device. This is destination. The destination object, the application, which is ICMP, source port, destination ports, byte. So, and the rest. You can also click on policy. With this, you can see even the bandwidth that each of your policies are consuming. You can see the bandwidth from here. So that you can see sources, destination, and the rest like that. So 40 view is just for you to check. It's just for monitoring purpose to see your logs and the rest like that. That's what 40 view is meant for. I'm going to put this back on memory. And see the default traffic, if you see, is only showing the deny policy. But here on 40 view, I can see my sessions here. Although this on 40 view, you are not going to see the deny policy. You're only going to see established session. I mean, on all sessions, you're only going to see your established session here. That's what you're going to see from here. Or from here, I can always see whatever traffic that is being denied. So now, another thing I'd like to show us quickly is now to the outside interface. We've established routes between the inside and the outside. What of outside? What of DMZ to outside? Or inside to outside? So what I'm going to do, I'll go back to network and I'll click on my OSPF. No OSPF this time around, on routes. I will say, yeah, I'll create default routes. I can just create route to once. Okay, for tests, I'll create the loopback interface here to represent maybe the internet or whatever. Interface loopback. Loopback 1, IP address 2222.255.255.255. So that's gonna be that. And now we see we are going to 2222/32 should route it through the outside interface, and the gateway is going to be 172.16.10.2. That's my router, and I'll make the administrative distance 1. It's enabled. We also have advanced option, but I'm leaving that, and I'm just gonna click OK. Now the firewall knows how to get to this loopback IP address, but mind you, in the inside host will be able to get there. As in if I'm coming from inside, firewall is my gateway. Firewall knows how to get there. Let's try that. Where's my PC? I'm going to initiate ping to 2222. See, first thing we need to note, we don't have policy that permits it. So I have to create an IPv4 policy for it. We'll create new. We'll see inside to outside. It's coming from inside. Going to outside. Source. Side network. Destination, I'll just say all. Schedule that if you want the policy to only be active within certain time, certain period of time. That's when you click on schedule. So your for FortiGate policies, IPv4 policy, you can schedule it. That okay, I only want the policy to be active during this time or for this period of time, and just like that. For service, I'm going to say all, whatever the service is. I'm not doing that for now. I'm going to log out session, not just security events. And I think that will be all. I'm going to click on OK. Created the policy to allow that. To allow my ping from inside to outside. You can see there's an increment. But the ping, I'm still not receiving echo reply. My echo request is going, but I'm not receiving echo reply. And the reason should be because the outside router is not having any route. Show IP route. Debug IP-ICMP. And show log. I'm going to see that. Okay, don't let me waste time on that. On debug all, show IP routes. So I'll just see IP routes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You should point it to the firewall. Although normally in real world life scenario you won't be doing that. But for the sake of this lab, so I'll configure default route on the outside router that points back to the inside, to the firewall. So just for the sake of this lab, 16.10.2. No, the firewall is 1. So I should get my echo reply now. You can see it's now responding. I have the policy configured. I have necessary routes configured. That's fine. But now for the DMZ, router, show IP routes. I don't have route to it, and I don't want to create static routes on my DMZ router. So what I'm going to do is this. I'll go to network, OSPF, and I will redistribute static. So let me redistribute static into my OSPF process. So now let's see what we got. You can see now I have Right now, I'm redistributing static routes that are configured on this device. I'm redistributing them into my OSPF process. So now DMZ knows how to get to the outside network through the redistribution. You can see it now has the know-how. So my DMZ now has a path to get to the outside world. So what I'll do now, I'm going to ping 2222. I say camping. Don't forget, we don't have policy for it yet. So I'll click on policy and object, IPv4 policy. And I have to create policy for it also. And that's going to be coming from DMZ. I'm going to outside and my source address. Let me use the source of 1111. I only want to permit the web server, and it's going to all, and I don't want it to go to all. I have to go to 2222 address. Let me just say, I'll just name it 2222. 2222/32. I'm not going to bind it to any particular interface. I'm going to leave it at any. So that will be my destination. So that means the traffic should be sourced from 1111 and 2222, and the service is going to be ICMP. I'm accepting, I'm logging up, and I'm clicking OK. I'm not doing that for now. We're going to talk about that later. The name is going to be DMZ out. We'll click OK. So I have my room. Now I have every segment taken care of, basically inside to outside. Inside to DMZ, I have DMZ to outside, but I don't have DMZ to inside segment here, but you don't need that. I just want to show you how to create basic IPv4 policy, and I've been able to show you how to do that. Something here. It's only login for security events. So I want to log for all session, not just security events. Fine. So now I should be able to ping. Now I need to source the ping from 1111 before it could work, because that's the source IP which is permitted. Ping 2222 source 1111. Can see it's now working. The routes page, and yeah. So if I go to FortiView, all sessions, should be able to see all my sessions. You can see the one from inside, that of the web server. If you click on policies, you can see the two policies that are active, inside to outside policy and DMZ to outside policy. You can see the bandwidth, the consumption, and the rest like that. Sources, destinations, and bandwidth to each of the destinations. You can also see that although we are going to the same destination. So that's where I'm going to stop this video. I've shown us how to configure OSPF, how to configure static route, and how to configure basic IPv4 policies. And there's one thing I would also like to quickly show you before I wrap up this video. Something I would like to do. I will stop the distribution of static routes. I'll stop that. I'll apply. My ping will stop in time. I'll go to static route. I'm going to edit this to any. So whatever the IP is, if you are going to any, whatever the firewall, whatever subnet or network the firewall is not aware of, just push it outside. It's a kind of default route. Okay, the firewall knows how to get there actually. But for the DMZ, yeah, the DMZ will no longer, because I'm no longer redistributing the static route which I configure on the firewall to the OSPF process. So the DMZ no longer has routes to the to 2.2.2.2.2. So but the inside host will still be able to get there because the firewall still has the route. So when I'm changing it to default route, say okay. So anything, anywhere you are going, any unknown, just point you to this guy. I will now go back to my OSPF process, click on advanced, inject default route. I'll click always. Or you can see regular areas, and if you have any passive interface. So for now, for example, I have the passive interface, my inside, I'm not running OSPF on my inside. It's passive. I'm not running OSPF on the outside. They are both passive interfaces. So I'll click on apply. So I'm ejecting the default route now. So my DMZ should get the route back to 2.2.2.2 or to whatever outside world. So let's wait a while for that. You can see. So my DMZ now gets the route back. So I'll stop the ping. I'll show IP route. And you can see now default route is being injected by the FortiGate into the DMZ router. That's it. So during this video, I've shown you how to configure OSPF, passive interface, how to redistribute static to OSPF process, how to inject default route from the FortiGate into your OSPF process, how to configure basic IPv4 policies, how to configure default routes, how to configure static routes. Thank you very much for watching this video.